Europe. A continent spanning less than 7% of the world's landmass, yet holding an endless wealth of history, culture, and natural beauty. Empires have risen and fallen here, leaving behind ancient cities, towering castles, and artistic masterpieces that continue to inspire. From rugged coastlines carved by time to vibrant cities pulsing with life, every corner tells a story. These are 20 of the most incredible places in Europe you need to visit. Vienna, Austria. Vienna, the grand imperial capital of Austria, is a city where history, culture, and elegance intertwine in breathtaking harmony. Once the seat of the powerful Habsburg dynasty, its opulent palaces and world-class music scene still reflect the grandeur of a bygone era. Standing in the heart of the city is Schönbrunn Palace, a masterpiece of Baroque architecture with over 1,400 rooms and a sprawling garden that feels like a scene from a royal fairy tale. Yet Vienna's beauty extends far beyond its royal past. Walk down Ringstrasse with Gothic cathedrals, neoclassical buildings, and Art Nouveau designs blending effortlessly. Enjoy a performance at the Vienna State Opera, one of the most prestigious opera houses in the world, or take a leisurely ride in a traditional fiacre carriage through the Old Town. And of course, no visit to Vienna is complete without indulging in its famous café culture. Sit down at Café Central, where Sigmund Freud and Leo Tolstoy once found inspiration, and savor a slice of Sackertorte, a rich chocolate cake that's been a city staple for nearly 200 years. Vienna's elegance, charm, and vibrant atmosphere make it a destination that leaves a lasting impression. Santorini, Greece. A volcanic island rising from the sapphire waters of the Aegean, Santorini is one of the most breathtaking places in the world. Whitewashed houses with blue domed roofs cling to the cliffs of Oia, glowing golden at sunset as the sky melts into brilliant shades of pink and orange. But this island isn't just about stunning views, it's a place of deep history, where the ancient city of Akrotiri, buried under volcanic ash for thousands of years, offers a glimpse into a lost civilization. Wander through its remarkably preserved ruins, with frescoes and artifacts whispering stories of the Minoan people who once called this island home. For those seeking adventure, hike from Fira to Oia, a stunning trail that weaves along the caldera's edge, offering jaw-dropping panoramas at every turn. Or take a boat tour to Nea Kameni, a still-active volcanic islet in the heart of the caldera. Walk across black lava fields, feel the heat rising from the earth, and take a dip in the island's natural hot springs. Then, as the day winds down, enjoy a glass of Assyrtiko wine, made from grapes grown in Santorini's volcanic soil. It's the perfect way to end a day in one of the most mesmerizing places on Earth. Plitvice Lakes, Croatia. Hidden within Croatia's rugged interior lies Plitvice Lakes National Park, a natural wonderland where cascading waterfalls, crystal-clear lakes, and lush forest create a scene straight out of a fairy tale. This UNESCO World Heritage Site is home to 16 interconnected lakes, each a different shade of turquoise, emerald, and deep blue. Walking along the wooden boardwalks, suspended just inches above the water, feels like stepping into a dream. The most breathtaking sight of all? Veliki Slap, the park's largest waterfall, plunging an impressive 78 meters, 256 feet, into the canyon below. Wildlife lovers might spot brown bears, lynxes, and rare birds hidden among the dense forests. Those seeking a peaceful escape can follow quieter trails, listening to the soothing sounds of cascading water and birdsong filling the air. Whether you visit in spring, when the park bursts with wildflowers, in autumn, when the leaves turn fiery red and gold, or in winter, when the waterfalls freeze into sparkling ice sculptures, Plitvice Lakes is a year-round paradise that never fails to amaze. (17) Edinburgh, Scotland. Few cities blend ancient history with a vibrant modern spirit quite like Edinburgh. Towering over the skyline, Edinburgh Castle has stood for nearly 1,000 years, its walls steeped in battles, legends, and royal intrigue. Walking up the Royal Mile feels like stepping back in time. Cobbled streets lined with historic pubs and hidden alleyways lead to the imposing St. Giles Cathedral. For book lovers, this city is filled with inspiration. J.K. Rowling wrote the first chapters of Harry Potter in its cafes, and it's easy to see why. Victoria Street, believed to have inspired Diagon Alley, winds through the old town with colorful buildings and quirky bookshops, offering endless discoveries. Edinburgh also has its mysteries. Beneath the bustling streets lies Mary King's Close, an underground passageway frozen in time. Ghostly legends cling to its walls, adding to the city's reputation as one of the most haunted places in the world. As the sun sets, a short climb up Arthur's Seat reveals sweeping views of the city and beyond, stretching to the North Sea. With its layered history, dramatic landscapes, and artistic soul, Edinburgh is a place that lingers in memory long after you've left. (16) Lisbon, Portugal. Lisbon, the sun-kissed capital of Portugal, pulses with life, history, and charm. Yellow trams rattle up steep hills, past grand plazas and centuries-old buildings. The melancholic sound of fado music drifts through the narrow streets of Alfama, one of the city's oldest districts. As golden light spills over Lisbon's red rooftops, every corner of the city feels alive. A visit to Belém unveils Portugal's seafaring past. This historic district is home to the Jerónimos Monastery, an architectural masterpiece of the Manueline era. Nearby, the Belém Tower, once a fortress guarding the harbor, stands as a symbol of Lisbon's maritime power. In the lively Bairro Alto, vibrant street art covers old facades, and rooftop bars offer stunning views over the Tagus River. To truly taste Lisbon, stop at Paste de Belém, the birthplace of Portugal's legendary custard tart, pastel de nata. For an escape into fantasy, a short train ride leads to Sintra, a town filled with fairy tale castles and misty forests. And as night falls, the time-out market becomes a feast for the senses, where some of Lisbon's best chefs serve up local and international delights. (15) Tallinn, Estonia. Tallinn blends medieval charm with modern vibrancy, creating a destination that feels like a step back in time while embracing the future. Its old town, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, remains one of Europe's best preserved medieval districts. Walking along its cobbled streets, you'll pass towering stone walls, Gothic churches, and colorful merchant houses that have stood for centuries. Town Hall Square serves as the lively heart of the city, surrounded by historic buildings and welcoming cafes. For a glimpse into the past, Tumpia Castle offers breathtaking views from its hilltop perch. Not far away, the Alexander Nevsky Cathedral stands out with its striking onion domes, a reminder of Estonia's Russian influence. Tallinn isn't frozen in history, though. It has become a hub for innovation. The creative district of Telliskivi transforms former industrial spaces into trendy boutiques, cafes, and street art galleries. As the sun sets, a medieval-themed tavern offers a chance to taste Estonian cuisine in a setting that feels straight out of the Middle Ages. Between its rich history and growing creative scene, Tallinn delivers a travel experience unlike any other. (14) Amalfi Coast, Italy. Few places captivate travelers like the Amalfi Coast, a stretch of coastline where towering cliffs plunge into the Mediterranean, revealing villages perched along rocky slopes. The town of Positano, with its pastel-colored houses stacked along the hillside, is one of Italy's most picturesque destinations. Winding roads lead to Amalfi, a historic town that once commanded a powerful maritime republic. Its grand cathedral of St. Andrew, with an elaborate Arab-Norman facade, dominates the main piazza. Further along the coast, Ravello offers a quieter retreat, with stunning gardens at Villa Cimbrone overlooking the endless blue sea. For those craving adventure, the Path of the Gods hiking trail delivers spectacular panoramas of the coastline, with breathtaking views extending as far as Capri on a clear day. A boat ride from the shore unveils hidden sea caves, pristine beaches, and dramatic rock formations sculpted by the waves. Between its natural beauty, world-class cuisine, and laid-back charm, the Amalfi Coast feels like a dream come to life. (13) Seville, Spain. Seville is a city of passion, where flamenco rhythms echo through centuries-old streets and Moorish palaces dazzle with intricate beauty. The Alcazar of Seville, originally built by the Moors, stands as one of Spain's most stunning architectural wonders. Its ornate courtyards, carved wooden ceilings, and lush gardens make it a must-see. Not far away, the Giralda Tower, once a minaret and now the bell tower of Seville Cathedral, offers panoramic views over the city. Inside the cathedral, the grand tomb of Christopher Columbus rests beneath a towering Gothic nave. Seville thrives on tradition and energy. In the lively Triana district, authentic flamenco performances captivate audiences in intimate tablaos, while bustling tapas bars serve up local favorites like jamon iberico and gazpacho. If you visit in spring, the Feria de Abril transforms the city into a colorful festival of music, dancing, and Andalusian culture. Whether admiring its Moorish heritage or immersing yourself in its lively nightlife, Seville leaves an unforgettable impression. (12) Kotor, Montenegro. Kotor, tucked within a dramatic fjord-like bay, feels like a place frozen in time. Surrounded by towering mountains, its medieval old town is a maze of narrow stone streets, hidden courtyards, and historic squares. The Cathedral of St. Tryphon, built in the 12th century, stands at the heart of this enchanting town, its Romanesque facade weathered by centuries. A climb up the ancient city walls leads to the Castle of San Giovanni, perched high above the bay. The effort is rewarded with breathtaking views of the sapphire blue waters stretching toward the Adriatic. In the harbor below, sailboats bob gently, reflecting the city's long maritime history. For those looking to explore beyond the city, a short boat trip leads to Our Lady of the Rocks, a tiny island with a church built on a foundation of sunken ships and stones. With its dramatic setting, rich history, and serene beauty, Kotor is one of the most captivating destinations in Europe. Eleventh, Nice, France. Nice embodies the glamour of the French Riviera, where golden beaches meet elegant boulevards and Mediterranean charm blends with cosmopolitan energy. The Promenade des Anglais, stretching along the coast, is perfect for a scenic walk with panoramic views of the sparkling sea. The city's old town, Vieux-Nice, bursts with life, its winding streets lined with colorful buildings, bustling markets, and cozy cafes. The Corsalea market overflows with fresh flowers, ripe produce, and the scents of lavender and spices. A short walk away, the Castle Hill Park provides a sweeping view over the rooftops of Nice, the marina, and the endless blue horizon. For art lovers, Nice has long been a muse. The Matisse Museum and the Marc Chagall National Museum showcase works inspired by the Riviera's vibrant colors and light. As the day fades, a plate of salade niçoise paired with a crisp glass of local rosé is the perfect way to end an evening in this seaside gem. Athens, Greece. Athens, the birthplace of democracy and philosophy, is a city where ancient history and modern energy collide. The towering Acropolis dominates the skyline, its Parthenon standing as a testament to the glory of ancient Greece. Walking through these ruins, it's easy to imagine the grand processions and philosophical debates that once filled this sacred hill. Below, the Plaka district offers a lively contrast, with labyrinthine streets lined with neoclassical houses, flower-filled balconies, and tavernas serving sizzling souvlaki. Nearby, the temple of Olympian Zeus, though partially ruined, still impresses with its towering Corinthian columns. For a panoramic view of the city, climb Lycabettus Hill, the highest point in Athens. From here, the vast metropolis stretches toward the Aegean, bathed in golden sunlight. As the sun sets, locals gather in Monastiraki Square, where the blend of street musicians, bustling markets, and historic landmarks create an unforgettable atmosphere. Athens is more than its ancient ruins. It's a city of resilience, culture, and vibrant street life. Whether exploring its past or embracing its modern pulse, every step through Athens feels like walking through history itself. Warsaw, Poland. Warsaw is a city that has risen from destruction, reinventing itself while holding on to its deep historical roots. Nearly 90% of the city was reduced to rubble during World War II. Yet today, the Polish capital stands as a symbol of resilience and rebirth. The meticulously reconstructed Old Town, now a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is a stunning testament to that spirit. In the heart of the city, the royal castle stands proudly, its interiors filled with opulent chandeliers and intricate artwork. Nearby, Łazienki Park, one of the most beautiful green spaces in Europe, invites visitors to stroll past elegant palaces, tranquil lakes, and the famous Chopin Monument, where summer concerts bring the music of Poland's greatest composer to life. Yet Warsaw isn't just about the past. The Palace of Culture and Science, a towering Soviet-era skyscraper, looms over the skyline, contrasting with the city's growing collection of sleek modern buildings. In Praga, Warsaw's trendiest district, abandoned warehouses have transformed into art galleries, music venues, and hip cafes. Few cities blend history and innovation as seamlessly as Warsaw. Every street tells a story of survival, making it one of Europe's most underrated yet captivating capitals. Eight, Lofoten Islands, Norway. Rising dramatically from the Norwegian Sea, the Lofoten Islands offer some of the most spectacular scenery in Europe. Jagged peaks pierce the sky, while red fishing cabins known as roerbuer sit at the water's edge, reflecting in the glassy fjords. This Arctic wonderland feels almost untouched, a place where nature's raw beauty takes center stage. One of the best ways to explore Lofoten is by driving along the E10 scenic route, a road that winds through towering mountains, deep fjords, and picturesque fishing villages like Rain and Henningsvær. In summer, the midnight sun bathes the islands in golden light, while in winter, the northern lights dance across the sky, creating a surreal spectacle. For adventure seekers, the islands offer some of the world's most breathtaking hikes. The trail to Ryten leads to a dramatic cliff overlooking the turquoise waters of Kvalvika Beach, while the challenging climb up Reinebringen rewards hikers with panoramic views of the islands below. Lofoten's magic lies in its wild landscapes, rich Viking history, and serene atmosphere. Whether kayaking through silent fjords or witnessing the Arctic glow, a visit here feels like stepping into a dream. Seven, Cinque Terre, Italy. Cinque Terre, a collection of 5 colorful villages clinging to the cliffs of the Italian Riviera, is one of Europe's most iconic coastal destinations. The towns of Monterosso, Vernazza, Corniglia, Manarola, and Rio Maggiore each have their own charm, yet together they form a breathtaking scene of pastel facades, terraced vineyards, and the shimmering Ligurian Sea. The best way to experience Cinque Terre is by hiking the Sentiero Azzurro, a scenic coastal trail connecting the villages. Along the way, lemon groves, olive trees, and rugged cliffs open up to spectacular sea views. For a more relaxed approach, hop on the regional train that links all 5 villages, stopping at each for a taste of local life. Manarola, with its dramatic harbor and postcard-perfect sunsets, is often the most photographed, while Vernazza's tiny marina and castle ruins offer an equally stunning backdrop. Seafood lovers will be in paradise. Fresh anchovies, pesto-covered trophy pasta, and crisp white wine from the region make every meal unforgettable. Cinque Terre is the kind of place that leaves a lasting impression, a pocket of Italy where time slows down and every moment feels like something out of a painting. Six, Berlin, Germany. Berlin is a city of contrasts, where grand historic landmarks stand beside cutting-edge modernity, and a rebellious creative spirit thrives in every corner. Walking through the streets, reminders of the past are everywhere. The Brandenburg Gate, once a Cold War symbol of division, now stands as an emblem of unity. Nearby, the memorial to the murdered Jews of Europe serves as a solemn and deeply moving tribute. The remnants of the Berlin Wall, covered in colorful graffiti at the East Side Gallery, tell the story of a once divided city. Rather than dwelling on the past, Berlin embraces transformation. The city pulses with energy, from the buzzing art scene in Kreuzberg to the legendary nightlife of Berghain and Sisyphos. For a deep dive into history, Museum Island houses world-class collections, including the breathtaking Pergamon altar. Meanwhile, the glass dome of the Reichstag offers stunning views over the city. Berlin's green spaces, like Tiergarten, provide a peaceful escape, while food lovers can indulge in everything from Michelin-starred cuisine to the city's famous currywurst and doner kebab. Berlin never stops evolving. Whether exploring its turbulent past or embracing its dynamic present, every visit reveals a new layer to this endlessly fascinating metropolis. Five, Dublin, Ireland. Dublin is a city of storytellers with history, music, and literary legends coming to life. Along the cobbled streets of Temple Bar, pubs overflow with the sound of traditional Irish folk music, and laughter spills out onto the sidewalks. Every corner of the city carries a tale, from the medieval halls of Dublin Castle to the legendary shelves of Trinity College Library, home to the stunning Book of Kells. The River Liffey divides the city, its bridges connecting a rich past with a dynamic present. The historic Halfpenny Bridge leads to lively markets and cozy cafes, while the Docklands showcase Dublin's modern transformation with gleaming skyscrapers reflecting on the water. A visit to the Guinness Storehouse offers more than just a pint. It's a deep dive into Ireland's brewing heritage, ending with panoramic city views from the Gravity Bar. Beyond the city, the rugged beauty of the cliffs of Moher and the rolling green hills of the Wicklow Mountains capture the untamed spirit of the Irish landscape. Dublin thrives on charm, wit, and warmth. Every visit feels like stepping into a living novel filled with unforgettable experiences. Four, the Faroe Islands. Rising dramatically from the North Atlantic, the Faroe Islands blend towering cliffs, rolling green hills, and cascading waterfalls into one of Europe's most breathtaking landscapes. This remote archipelago, halfway between Norway and Iceland, remains untouched by mass tourism, allowing nature to take center stage. The village of Gassadalur is home to one of the world's most photographed waterfalls, Mulafossur, plunging straight into the sea. In Saxon, an ancient church stands beside a peaceful lagoon, framed by steep mountains that shift colors with the changing light. The hike to Drangarnir, a natural sea arch rising from the ocean, is an adventure that rewards travelers with unforgettable views. Wildlife thrives in this remote paradise. Vast colonies of puffins, kittiwakes, and fulmars nest along the dramatic cliffs of Vestmanna, offering a front-row seat to nature's spectacle. The Faroes have preserved traditions for generations, from intricate knitting techniques to time-honored fishing practices. Life moves at its own pace, shaped by the elements and an unbreakable connection to the land and sea. Few places capture the raw, untamed beauty of the North like the Faroe Islands. Three, Istanbul, Turkey. Istanbul stands at the crossroads of continents, blending the echoes of ancient empires with the energy of a modern metropolis. Straddling Europe and Asia, its skyline reveals a mesmerizing mix of Ottoman domes, towering minarets, and shimmering waterways. The Hagia Sophia, originally built as a cathedral, was later converted into a mosque and served as a museum for much of the 20th century before being redesignated as a mosque again in 2020. Its soaring dome, golden mosaics, and intricate calligraphy reflect centuries of cultural and religious transformation. Across the square, the Blue Mosque captivates visitors with its cascading domes and stunning Iznik tilework. Istanbul's vibrant soul thrives in its bustling markets and historic neighborhoods. The Grand Bazaar, one of the world's largest covered markets, is a maze of winding alleys filled with exotic spices, handcrafted carpets, and intricate jewelry. Nearby, the Spice Bazaar fills the air with rich aromas, an intoxicating blend of saffron, cinnamon, and Turkish delights. As evening approaches, ferries glide along the Bosphorus, their decks offering stunning views of illuminated palaces and minarets reflecting in the water. The city's rich past and dynamic present unfold in every street, making Istanbul one of the most mesmerizing places in the world. Venice, Italy. Venice is a masterpiece unlike any other, a floating city built on over 100 small islands, where canals replace streets and bridges connect history with daily life. At the heart of Venice, St. Mark's Square stands as a grand showcase of the city's architectural wonders. The Basilica di San Marco, covered in glittering mosaics, reflects the wealth and power of Venice's maritime empire. Towering above, the Campanile offers breathtaking views of the Grand Canal, where gondolas drift past elegant palaces. Beyond the main attractions, Venice reveals its quieter side. The artistic district of Dorsoduro invites exploration, with its hidden galleries and cozy cafes offering a slower pace away from the crowds. In Rialto Market, vendors display fresh seafood, colorful produce, and Venetian delicacies that have been part of the city's culinary tradition for centuries. A short boat ride leads to Murano, famous for its centuries-old glass-blowing craft, and Burano, where pastel-colored fishermen's houses create one of the most picturesque scenes in Italy. Evening brings a new kind of magic to the canals. Lanterns flicker on the water's surface, their golden glow reflecting along the narrow waterways. The sound of gondoliers singing drifts through the quiet alleys, and the hum of evening conversations fills hidden piazzas. Venice feels timeless, with every street and bridge holding a story waiting to be discovered. One, Mallorca, Spain. Mallorca, the crown jewel of Spain's Balearic Islands, is a destination of striking contrasts. Sun-drenched beaches, rugged mountain landscapes, and charming historic villages create an island rich in both natural beauty and cultural heritage. The Serra de Tramuntana, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, stretches across the island's northwest, its winding roads revealing dramatic cliffs and secluded coves. The scenic drive to Sacalobra, famous for its twisting hairpin turns, leads to breathtaking turquoise waters. In the heart of the mountains, Valdemosa enchants visitors with cobbled streets, lemon groves, and the monastery where Frédéric Chopin found inspiration for his compositions. On the coast, Palma de Mallorca, the island's capital, blends historic landmarks with a lively atmosphere. The Palma Cathedral, La Seu, an architectural marvel with soaring Gothic spires, dominates the skyline. The nearby royal palace of La Almudena and the old town's labyrinthine streets offer a glimpse into Mallorca's layered history, shaped by Moorish and Catalan influences. The island transforms after sunset, its lively energy spilling into beachside chiringuitos and bustling tapas bars. Music fills the air, blending with the sound of waves gently lapping against the shore. The warm Mediterranean night creates the perfect setting for slow dinners, laughter, and dancing under the stars. Mallorca's landscapes, culture, and effortless charm leave a lasting impression, calling visitors back time and time again. Enjoyed this video? Discover more by watching our guide on 22 of Europe's most underrated cities. Don't forget to like, subscribe for more travel content, and share your favorite European destinations in the comments.